managing in the public sector. It's one of my foremost goals as mayor, and it's a goal I want to see carried forward into every level of city government.
Let's take it from the
Yep.
top.
Sorry.
13? That's
City
fine.
government.
Civvy? Skivvy government.
Yep.
Still rolling?
Speed.
And slate, please.
Take 13.
And finally, you will come away with important tools that you can share with your fellow employees in the months ahead. I want to challenge you to take this training seriously. Work hard in your sessions. Learn as much as you can. Share what you learn with others in your department. I see diversity as the cutting edge of managing in the public sector. It's one of my foremost goals as mayor, and it's a goal I want to see carried forward into every level of city government. By recognizing the diversity in our workforce, by seeing diversity as a positive, and by learning to get the most out of every employee, we can provide the finest service to our community and maintain Seattle's reputation for leadership and innovation. Thank you for joining with me on this important effort.
Cut. Bingo. Okay. We need one pickup representative. We had just a little bump in there, but I think.
I don't even remember how I got to
A
that
little more
one.
headroom, please.
What was that before that? I mean, just what was the sequence before?
Well, to me, evaluating and managing diversity is several things. It's being. It's
Okay,
being,
okay,
it's
all right.
creating
Yeah, and really what we're looking for is the and finally line. I'm just
No,
getting-
I understand, but yeah.
Got speed.
Speed. Okay, and slated. Pickup.
Take 14.
And
Pick up.
It's creating a workplace where every city employee has the opportunity to participate in all levels of government, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, age, sexual orientation, or disability. And finally, it's recognizing that our economy and our world is becoming more and more diverse every year, and seeing that as a positive trend, not a negative trend, and recognizing that anticipating that trend, getting ahead of the curve. Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
we need to do that again anyway. Stay ready for that push.
I'm getting blind. Must
Now,
be
let's-
tired
let's
toward
just
the end
take
of the
it
day.
From,
Where's that coming?
orientation or disability. Just give me those two words to go in.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna do it after the
Pause
first.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And finally, just as
Right. So I just need to lead out.
I'm sorry, where you need to.
So you have and finally, and then just back up a line. And finally, it's recognizing that our economy. It's first page, so it's near the top.
Okay, must have gone fast, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Backing it up now, that's at the very top.
Okay, so now it's actually just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs down. And finally,
It's creating.
it's creating.
No, there's
No, it's
two.
creating, and then the next paragraph down, and then I'm giving just the lead in on that. Yeah, stop
And
right there.
finally.
The back up one line. Just let him read the end of that paragraph for a lead in.
Sexual orientation.
And slated.
Take 15. Pick up.
Okay, and a little pause between the paragraphs.
Sexual orientation or disability. And finally, it's recognizing that our economy and our world is becoming more and more diverse every year. And seeing that as a positive trend, not a negative trend. And recognizing that anticipating that trend, setting ahead of the curve. Oh, I keep saying setting. That G is a. No, it's just the way the G
Okay,
looks
give it a
from this
little,
distance.
Pen a little to the right, yeah. you
Tell me
want
I'm
to-
gonna have to
yeah,
wear
right
glasses
there.
all the time.
That'll, yeah.
Maybe the way the glare hits it,
In
but I
fact,
got
maybe
it.
Center him up more on this one, kind of. It'll
Okay.
make it a little less difficult move, since you're pushing in on it.
I'll get it.
And
I got it.
a little bit.
Getting.
Okay, okay,
Getting.
Stay loose, and roll tape,
Speed.
and we're cued. And slide it, 16.
Take 16. Pick up.
Okay, and let's go.
Sexual orientation or disability. And finally, it's recognizing that our economy and our world is becoming more and more diverse every year. And seeing that as a positive trend, not a negative trend. And recognizing that anticipating that trend, getting ahead of the curve can be a competitive advantage to our city and our nation and provide tremendous cultural and social benefits as well. We are already seeing
Cut.
the changing face of our
One more
city.
time, please.
What?
Camera move, okay,
All
we're
right.
a little off the top of the head.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So you want it to go here?
okay, R? Can you do that real quick? And
Speed.
Slade,
Take 17. Pick up.
mic in, please.
Hold it.
Steady.
Hold it. Sorry. Got a mic problem here.
Just keep rolling. Mic in, and re-slate, please.
17.
Okay,
Take 17. Pick up.
and
Sexual orientation or disability. And finally, it's recognizing that our economy and our world are becoming more and more diverse every year, and seeing that as a positive trend, not a negative trend, and recognizing that anticipating that trend, getting ahead of the curve, can be a competitive advantage to our city and our nation, and provide tremendous cultural and social benefits as well. We are already seeing the changing face of our city and our workforce. The average age,
actually, that one, this thing is not as accurate. It cuts off.
You're happy with that?
We've got it in one of those.
thank you.
Otherwise, we'll just find a graphic to illustrate all that.
Graphic.
We'll manage. Yes. We're out of here. Let's strike this stuff. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Uh, Seattle can also operate a couple of our spill gates. So if we need to spill in an emergency, they can also initiate a spill. But most time they're just controlling the units. Their abilities to control are to start, stop, and change loads.
Okay, so and then do they regularly kick into automation during graveyard shifts as well then?
Yeah, graveyard shifts are almost all automated.
Okay.
During the nighttime, we don't carry a whole lot of load. There's not much demand. So usually they are starting the units a couple hours before we get here, and they're shutting them down a couple hours after we leave.
Great.
For most of us, you know what our community is all about. Some of you don't, and I'll let you know that we not only have the most children in the city of Seattle, we also have the most children in poverty. We also have 62 different languages spoken as primary languages here in the homes in Rainier Valley. That's a lot of kids, that's a lot of first-generation Americans, and those folks need a library, a place they can come. The one way out of poverty, we all know, it's just a real simple 1 + 1 = 2, and that is education. That is the way out of poverty, education and hard work. And reading is the very first thing that you have to learn and you have to fall in love with in order to bring yourself up and your family up. And many of the immigrants that live here in this community are very hardworking people. They believe in education. They send their kids here, and their kids enjoy a better life than what their parents did. They still have the American dream, and they are living the American dream here. We're very fortunate to have expanded hours at this library. And not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but when we have a bond issue and we look at expanding libraries, certainly this will be the first library that we would want to expand. It is located in the heart of Rainier Valley. It is It's right in the middle of the hub. It's Columbia City is the hub and the heart of Rainier Valley. And this library, while it's wonderful, it's beautiful, it's a historic place, we'd like to expand it and make it a little bit larger. It is right now bursting at the seams. We have meeting rooms downstairs that are fully packed. Sometimes we have to move the computer stuff around in order to have meetings. As you can see, this is a small room for as many books that are here. And when you get enough people in a library, no matter how quiet they are, it sometimes gets a little rowdy. So we would like to see this library at some point in the very near future become a little bit larger and really serve the population here. There are 22 schools in Rainier Valley. That's a lot. That's a lot of our children, a lot of our future for all of the people who are going to employ these kids someday, and we want them to have the skills that they need. And the library is the perfect place to get those, and it's also a very safe environment for them. We also don't have, and if any of you have checkbooks that can accommodate this, we also don't have a movie theater. We don't have a roller skating rink. We don't have an ice skating rink. We don't have much for our kids to do out here, even though we have such a huge population of kids. This is the front line. The library is the front line. And I just wanted to say to the mayor, our new mayor, and our city council, thank you very much for expanding the hours here. And hopefully this is just the beginning of some wonderful and new staff for us. Thanks.
Thank you, Darla. We knew we had a winner when the library board brought on Deborah Jacobs as our new city librarian. She's a hands-on, people-loving, bridge-connecting person who has a passion for her job. She's a perfect match for the city where libraries is a passion. And the SPL, Seattle Public Library staff, has seen firsthand her energy, her enthusiasm, and her keen intellect as she has jumped in with both feet running in jogging shoes that we happen to contribute to help her. So I welcome Deborah Jacobs, our city librarian.
Thank you. It's true that when the staff found out I was a runner, they wanted to make sure that I was strong, and so my first week on the job, they not only gave me running shoes, but chocolate in case I needed it, and aspirin, which I wasn't sure why. And I want to tell Darla that we were happy to hear the input about the needs in the Rainier Valley, that we hear you, and we're committed to doing the best we can to make the libraries not only bigger, but provide more services. I am thrilled to be here today. This is my first public opportunity to be with the public in this kind of a setting. some of you know that my career goal was to be the city librarian for the Seattle Public Library. And it was the only job that I really had any interest in doing, so what a great thing that this happened at this time. Seattle is a city of voracious readers, and as a voracious reader and lover of libraries myself, not to mention the mother of a 15-year-old reading machine, I'm thrilled to be here today to celebrate the new open hours of our library. Seattle is an incredible city, as I'm learning and as all of you know, and it really deserves to have incredible libraries. We all know, and I learned in my first 2 months on the job, how frustrating it has been to go up to the doors of our libraries and find them closed on weekdays, on weekends, after school and after work. Library users told us regularly, and I believe that they, as good advocates and as believers in the democratic process, told the mayor and the city council that they wanted Seattle to be a great city, and what that meant was having libraries open for longer hours. Longer hours to be in these wonderful buildings, to use our collections, to find quiet places to read, to do schoolwork, to make investment decisions, to access our electronic databases, and in myriad ways to enrich their lives and make them better participators in our democracy. So the library and the Seattle residents thank the mayor and the city council, and we're pleased today that we have a number of staff members from the city council office, as well as city council member Martha Cho and Peter Steinbrook and Nick Licata, as well as Mayor Schell here with us today. And I'm sorry if I've missed anybody, but we'll notice you later. But thank you for being here and feeling and hearing how remarkable it is to be having the extra $1 million to be opening up all of our libraries in Seattle 6 days a week, as well as 6 branches and our central library 7 days a week, all year round. Here are just a few things that we can do now, the service enhancements we can provide because of the new hours. Carlene mentioned a little bit about the Columbia Library, but here we're now able, with all these large numbers and amazing children, to offer a preschool story time twice a week. More school groups are able to come for tours, to do research and to check out books. But for those of us that aren't kids, there's more open hours in the morning so that there's quiet time for us to come and use our libraries. At 3 of our branches, we now have young adult librarians who can focus their efforts on serving the needs of our teenagers. With more open hours, we now have increased opportunities for volunteers, as well as locations for community involvement. And at Douglas Truth, during hours that we were previously closed, we now can offer classes on introduction to our computer labs, as well as in other enhanced adult programming. So as a way of showing our thanks to the mayor and city council, we'd like to present you with Seattle's version of the Book of Hours. This is a book that we hope you'll take time to read later. They didn't let us touch it at the library because they wanted the mayor and city council to look at it first. But it was put together by comments since our new hours started from citizens that have used our libraries during the new hours, as well as our staff. And I want to highlight for you just a few of the comments in case you don't get a chance to look at it. Thanks for doing what the citizens wanted. The library is my only source of entertainment. More libraries equal more fun. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. Strong libraries equal healthy communities. And my personal favorite as your advocate for libraries, thank you for supporting the best thing in the city. So from all of our hearts and minds, thank you again for taking this important first step in helping us improve the quality of Seattle's libraries. I look forward to working with you, the mayor and city council, the library board, and the citizens of Seattle to refine our capital plan, to work together to choose a downtown site for our library, and to build our collections and services. So thank you very much. And I'd like to now introduce our councilman, Nick Licata, who is the new chair of the some committee, the library, it's the libraries committee as far as I'm concerned. It has some other cultural amenities.
Wow. We could all take a course from you on and expound on that subject for a whole semester. I wish I remembered everything. I'm glad someone's taping it. It'll be worth listening to several times over. Probably the one thing we would like to leave with you is if you can gather a common thread among the lives of the panel members here. We are all supposed to share with you the different paths we took to reach where we are today. And hopefully we can share some good information that you can walk away from this session with. My next panel member is going to be Alma Kern.
This is my path to success. I really do not consider myself a success. I do not have a billion-dollar business like Loida Nicholas Lewis, nor the political clout of a Velma Veloria, nor the national fame of a Gloria Kawili. But I consider myself content, my life fulfilled, my involvements interesting and exciting. Success to me is defined by standards set by society and therefore by people other than myself, and it usually includes power, money, or fame, or a combination thereof. A fulfilled life is something that I, and I alone, can define for myself. It is a life that I have made for myself because of choices I have consciously made, opportunities I have taken advantage of, relationships that I have carefully cultivated, and a faith that I have strongly held on to. Growing up in the Philippines in a very closely knit clan on both mother and father side, I learned 3 important life lessons. Number 1, skimp on the food, but not on education. Number 2, feel free to pursue your interests, but take full ownership of that decision. And number 3, always remember your roots wherever you are. With 6 children in school at the same time and on an Army officer's salary, it was a big sacrifice for my parents to give us all the best education that Manila could offer. Like all my sisters, I hold dear to my heart the Benedictine education that I received. This education in the formative years of my life serves as my anchor because it taught me that life is more than just acquiring. It also means giving back. When I was a child, I remember that every time I got into trouble, I was called atrevida. Atrevida is a Spanish adjective which my mother used to describe a female child who exhibited behavioral tendencies that were considered un Maria Clara. I'm sure many women here know what I mean. However, as I grew older, I realized that being atrevida can be a positive trait. It describes a woman who dares to be different, or a woman who finds involvement in a variety of things exciting. For example, I was atrevida for moving to the University of the Philippines, a school considered by the nuns as run by the devils. For choosing to work as a community organizer in the Tondo slums. For being the first in my maternal or paternal clan to marry a foreigner and moving 12,000 miles away from my family. For going to graduate school when I had a 3-year-old and pregnant with a second child. For moving to Indonesia, a hardship post at that time, and with a culture so different from what I know. For getting a job with USAID that required traveling to remote villages in Indonesia when all the other wives were happy having ladies' lunches and sitting by the pool. And finally, I was atrevida for starting a business I knew nothing about. It is funny that the very characteristics that Filipino society branded as unladylike are the same personality traits that a woman entrepreneur needs to make it in the business world. Traits like risk-taking, referred to in Filipino as matapang or malakas ang loob. A trait like assertiveness, referred to as mataray. Persistence, and we call that makulit. And enthusiasm for a variety of things, which we call kung ano-ano ang pinapasukan. Starting our first business was the most difficult decision my husband and I had to make. It meant giving up a comfortable life as highly paid consultants and giving up an active social life. For several years, my husband and I worked on our export business 24/7. Everything else faded into the background. Our only social life consisted of watching our 2 growing boys play baseball and going to school meetings. But becoming a businesswoman was the one challenge I had yet to experience, and I was curious to learn. And learn I did. I learned several lessons, not just about doing business, but also about myself. First, I learned that I enjoyed the autonomy of being self-employed. I was my own boss, I am my own boss, and I control my own hours, even if it means working 16, 18, 20 hours a day. I also thrive in an environment which requires me to handle a variety of tasks at the same time. I have a philosophy at work: do whatever it takes to make the business succeed, and always, always go the extra mile for employees and customers. I learned that I actually am good at managing employees. A business will not thrive without hardworking, loyal employees, and I have fun working with them and seeing them grow on the job. I have seen several employees come and go, and I have to say that in spite of the fact that they may have the most ridiculous reasons for leaving, they almost always come back, wanting to work for me again. Thirdly, I learned the value of perseverance and persistence. There are times, many times, when quitting is the most convenient option, but I somehow managed to convince myself that things will be better in a few days. A business is fraught with problems every day, but I learned from my brother-in-law, also a businessman, that if I treat these problems as challenges, then it is easier to focus on the solutions. Fourth, I learned that while watching the finances improve every day, and that it may be fun watching the finances grow, the most gratifying thing about a business is that you can share the money it earns. And that brings me to the lesson I learned as a child: do not forget your roots. That is the basis for my community involvement. Like a good scholastican, I believe in giving back to the community that gave me so many opportunities and to the motherland that nurtured me. In any organization that I am involved in, I am conscious of the fact that I represent the Filipino American in me, and I'm very proud of it. So you see, if there is one adjective that does not describe my life, that adjective would be boring. I live a vibrant life because I am continually involved, learning, and growing. That is how I define my life, and that is why I feel so blessed, so content, and so fulfilled. Thank you.
You know, and listening to Alma, it makes me smile because I really, truly believe that most Filipino women, forgive me men, are very capable, as exhibited by her ambitions. Wonderful. Our next panel member is Primo Kim, who is a musician and lots of other things. He'll tell you all about himself.
Good afternoon. Dahil sa'yo. See if I, yeah. Good evening. It's an honor and a wonderful privilege to be here amongst all of us here. And I just want to say that I want to clear something up. Primo Kim is a professional name. One lady walked up to me and she said, "Are you Primo Kim?" I said, "Yes." She said, "We just got back from Korea." I said, "How nice." So anyway, when I started in show business too many years ago, one of my first jobs in San Francisco was an Oriental nightclub called the Dragon Lady. And we all had to change our names to something, you know, Asian. So I think this laundry truck went by and it said Kim Laundry, and I went, that's it. So I just wanted to say that my real name is Primo Villaruz. But Kim is my professional name, and I started getting a lot of write-ups in San Francisco, a lot of big write-ups from Herb Cain and feature articles about my talent, and I was very lucky and I'm blessed. And I couldn't leave that name, so the more I was in the business, the more I kept the name. So, but nowadays I say Primo Kim Villaruz because I'm very proud of being Filipino. Thank you. I come from a wonderful background, wonderful, wonderful parents. My father is from Rojas City, Capiz. He's
A U.S.-based nonprofit that brought a group of Americans and Nigerians to the Delta had hired me to document the project. It was called the Niger Delta Friendship Library because it was meant to be a gesture of peace between previously warring ethnic groups.
I am most delighted and greatly honored to welcome you all to this unique, historic event of the official commissioning and handing over ceremony of the Niger Delta Friendship Library.
A local student organization called the National Association of Baramatu Students, or NAGS, had played a significant role in building the library, and they had rallied the community to enter into an unlikely partnership with the Nigerian government, individual Americans, and Chevron. But on the morning of the library commissioning, those same students surprised everyone with a protest that hinted at the true nature of the unrest and conflict in the region.
No schools, no higher institutions, no a single primary school, no good health centers. In the Prozac clan, we don't even have any health centers. What we are saying today is for the federal government of Nigeria to hand us a fair share of our resource control. Because resource control is our right. We are not begging, it's not a privilege. It's our right to control our resources. Without resource control, there should be no oil exploration.
One more river to cross. One more river to cross. Niger Delta freedom fighters. One more river to cross.
Yes, Baramatu students. Yes.
This young man is going into the Seattle International Film Festival opening night, and he is armed with a goodie bag. Sir,
yes,
sir, what is in that goodie bag?
I haven't looked yet.
Ignore the woman on your.
I
left.
haven't looked yet. Ms. Guppy, did you want some of the
you got-
goodie
okay,
bag?
now-
Yeah, let's actually find out what's in the
Okay,
goodie
wait,
bag.
you guys.
Oh.
Chef Thierry's spiced salt rub.
This is very sippy.
It was very sippy. Last
Very.
year, you guys, it was
Are we
fennel
holding-
salt.
Fennel salt, yeah,
it
it
was
was actually that fennel
Yeah,
salt. It
it
was
was
very good
delicious.
fennel salt.
You got a very nice pan.
What is this?
That's
This
pasta.
Is pasta.
That's
but
Infernaio
I
pasta,
wanted
pasta.
the actual, term.
I
for
think
this
there's-
kind of pasta.
Tagliano.
Well, I
I think
don't.
that's the correct
I don't
name.
speak. I don't speak Italian.
You look like
You're
you
an
would speak
awfully-
Italian
You're an
in
awfully
that
good sport
outfit.
to do this, and this is a charming. We could actually use this on our. There we go. Very
Oh,
nice,
yeah,
Nancy.
there we go.
I will take the
Yeah,
pasta.
enough. Good.
This is my workout, because this is a lot.
Granola bar, a little bit of everything.
No booze.
Okay,
Fantastic,
I want to
fantastic.
get my goodie
Here
bag
we
on
go.
Nancy Guppy.
Here you are, Miss
Oh,
Guppy.
great. Thanks so much.
And I'm Robert Horton.
No, I'm sorry.
Horton.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, it is so exciting. It's hit a fever pitch. Everyone is flowing
That's what that
into
is.
the theater.
Yes.
It is a fever
Yes.
pitch.
You got your goodie bag, so
I
you're,
got my
you know,
goodie
you're
bag.
happy.
Yeah, exactly. And people are taking their seats to see the opening night film.
Which is in the loop.
In the loop,
believe,
and we're going to give you a little hint here of what they're going to see, and then we will see you at the post-movie party for free food.
The post-movie party.
I love post-movie parties.
Yeah, so do I.
Is war unforeseeable, Minister?
Look, for the plane in the fog, the mountain is unforeseeable, but then it is suddenly very real and unforeseeable. Thank you so much.
He did not say unforeseeable. You may have heard him say that, but he did not say that.
I don't think war is unforeseeable.
What is it then?
I don't know. Foreseeable? No.
No!
Wars do sometimes work.
And you know I'm against the war. Where is the intelligence?
There is an informant. Iceman.
Iceman.
It's not, I don't name them.
That is your career. We request carbonated and non-carbonated waters.
You know, they're all kids in Washington. It's like Bugsy Malone, but with real guns.
You're my Kunta Kinte. Go and get your laptop.
You're going to use him as a meat puppet.
I'm meat.
A prime cut.
Whip hip.
Whip hip?
What does that mean?
Well, I think it just means. Actually, I don't know what it means.
You're an idiot.
It'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
No, it won't. It will be difficult, lemon difficult.
Ron Weasley.
John and Yogo.
Baby from Eraserhead. The woman from The Crying Game.
The boy from The Shining.
Nazi Julie Andrews.
Seaside donkey.
You're a useless piece of star tape.
What was with the homoerotic tension?
Scathingly funny. A smart, sophisticated committee.
Committee?
You must have misheard me.
I misheard the word committee.
There are a lot of words, Karen. Kansas City. Kitty.
Itty.
Itty? Itty is not a word, Bob.
It's about war,
Flammable cheese.
pros and cons.
Perverts.
Lubricating horse.
Meat.
Oh, big meat.
Okay, you've lost me.
General Flintstone. Have you even killed anybody?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, falling asleep on someone, that doesn't count. I will marshal all the forces of darkness to hound you to an assisted suicide.
This is the problem with civilians wanting to go to war. Once you've been there, you never want to go again unless you absolutely have to. It's like France.
The party is beginning, and Robert, what happens over in that tent?
That, Nancy, that is the VIP tent. That's not for you.
Okay, I won't be going there. No. So that's for like the
Such as
hoi polloi there. In the street here is kind of the riffraff, which I believe is you.
Yes, it is.
That's you. Yeah.
They're my people.
So let's go over and check out the food. Looks really good. Tommy, you want to come?
This is the Sip Paella.
This is the Sip Party.
The Sip
Absolutely.
Paella,
All
yes.
of it. Sip Paella. Nice, you guys.
Yes.
You know, the crab's a pretty wild one. People love it. It's still warm?
It is still warm. I can confirm that, yes. Rather cold night. Crab and wild mushroom. It's really good.
So I'm going to taste this little roll, and so why don't you take a look at this clip? It's a documentary on the great artist Trippin, a local guy, has an international reputation. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
God, he must have driven his parents nuts, you know.
I think what he does is just magical. He is an inventor. He's a musician. He's a scientist. It's almost like you can't categorize him.
We think of it as art, but he's just kind of doing whatever his crazy mind comes up with. He's kind of amusing himself.
Bye.